single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make.
Oh Lord, I'm back. I'm sure y'all missed me, but yeah, I got some stuff to talk about tonight. You know, of course, Biden tripping. Everybody knows that big joke, but I don't know whether to laugh or cry when I see his videos. But I do remember him saying that Trump was mentally and physically unfit to serve as president. And then he said, I don't trip on stairs. Trump does. And I'll be damned, the world watched him trip several times. But on to more important stuff. General Flynn, stop saying the best is yet to come. We ain't even seen nothing. So quit with that shit. But what I really want to talk about, Robert Adam Long, the sex addict. Now come on now, we've been investigating this for several days now, along with the help of a good buddy of mine that's a really good researcher, very intelligent guy. And we've been trying to wrap our heads around this because I'm not buying it. You got this kid that was an extremely good Christian kid. Went to Crabapple First Baptist. Mom and dad still together. Funny thing is, mom is a registered Democrat. Dad, registered Republican. Don't make much sense. But apparently the kid had past issues. And I've never known someone to be like, dude, I'm addicted to sex, I jack off too much, I'm going to check myself into recovery. And out of all places that he checked himself into is a place called Maverick Recovery that was founded by a junkie. Makes no sense. I can't wrap my head around somebody saying, I need to check into a facility for professional help. Blows my mind. But let's get into everything that just seems sketchy as hell. The kid hits a place in Woodstock. I visited the place myself. Yes, there's a memorial out front, but when I peek my head in the windows, the place is undisturbed. Nothing is messed up. Nothing. There's no bullet holes in the wall. There's no crime scene tape. It is very odd. Walk next door. Can I ask you a few questions? We're not allowed to talk about it. Okay. Walk to the next door on the other side of it. Can I ask you a few questions? We're not allowed to talk about it. Then I asked, you're not allowed to talk about it. By who told you not to talk about it? Sir, you need to leave. Very odd. Very odd. So, this kid goes and buys a pistol. And now all of a sudden he's an absolute accurate shot. I mean, straight up like marksmanship. No missed shots. Every shot connects. Makes no sense. That just don't happen with a distraught person or an angry person, and especially a person with no background. Mind you, that gun was purchased the day of the whole situation. Now brings in the next element that makes no sense at all. I've lived here all my life. I've driven everywhere around Georgia. Georgia people cannot drive. Georgia people are stupid. Now let's add rain to the mixture. It is said this kid gets from Woodstock down to Atlanta to the second location in under 40 minutes at 5 o'clock during rush hour traffic with rain. No traffic, Google says, is 45-minute ride. Now you're looking at roughly, I want to know how he drove, because that's amazing. That just don't happen here in Atlanta. We're looking at hour and a half ride. And then this kid goes from there, heads to South Georgia. He's apprehended extremely easy. Immediate confession. And an immediate confession is good because it prevents a trial, evidentiary facts-finding process. And he never invoked his right to counsel. It's like, okay, I give up. And I find that very, very odd. Especially his parents, didn't even want to, say, hey, our kid had issues, blah, blah, blah. Let's, get him some counsel. Let's get this investigated. Let's see what's really going on. And I find it very odd that right after that, Crabapple First Baptist denounces the kid. Meanwhile, all this time, their website's been completely shut down. With COVID, I know churches have hurt. Did they have a budget deficit? Did they take a payoff? We'll never know. We'll never know. And I find it all very odd. I mean, this guy can magically haul ass from Woodstock to Chester Bridge Road in Atlanta, 75, 85, in the rain, rush hour traffic. It's just not happening. Then you add on the top of the fact that he's a marksman. He is dead accurate shot. He is better than most in the military. Mind-blowing. And I find it odd that all these victims cannot be found. There's no traces of them. Is it possible they use, because these were Asian sweatshop, like rub and tugs, any place a normal dude to go get a happy ending? I mean, is it possible because these people are undocumented workers, just perfect for the situation? Mind-blowing. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. I mean, we can't even confirm that this kid is being held at Cherokee County Jail. Nobody knows where he's at. He disappears. Nobody's talking. And, has anybody ever noticed that things like this, false flags, happen right before they're about to roll out some hate crime legislation? Let's take Sandy Hook, Vegas, Parkland. Let's take that all in consideration. And isn't it odd how Biden and Harris show up on cue the very next day, like it was on their itinerary for them to come down here and push this hate crime legislation, gun legislation, and then they're blaming it on white people? I bet people didn't know this. White on Asian hate crime does not happen. There's none of it. But if you research, there's a gang load of black on Asian hate crime. That is a fact. I mean, I know that whites are being blamed for everything. But sorry. That ain't gonna work in this case. because the facts show that black on Asian hate crime is astronomical. In California, 85% of all hate crime is black on Asian. I'm blown away. I think this is a fake situation. There's too many holes in the story. If you're buying it, you're stupid. Yeah, I said it. And I'm probably going to say more things that piss you off, because I'm not here for snowflakes. I'm not here for you to judge me on how I speak about things or do things. I'm just going to tell you straight up what's going on, how I feel, raw, unedited. Research the hate crime. May open your eyes. And then look at what's going on, what they're trying to push, and what they're pushing next. Because I believe this is all a distraction for something that's coming down the pipe.